And now that was a curveball. Larry, sitting in the corner, I would never have suspected that to happen. Never.
Corvus picks up the win, but the real story here, Roland, is Larry Blackwell turning on his partner, Dennis DeMarco. And now Blackwell staring down DeMarco in the middle of the ring. DeMarco has no idea what's going on.
We're having words.
DeMarco
Dennis is asking the fans right now whether Blackwell interfered in this match. I don't think Dennis knows.
And Blackwell not saying anything to his partner right now. Staring one another down. What's Corvus with a cheap shot to the back of the skull. And he's putting the boots to Dennis right now in the middle of the ring.
Look at Blackwell just folding his arms and watching. That's horrible. Look at his creativity. Look at that move. Oh my God, he's got that arm pinned down. The shoulder that was really hurting, that left shoulder.
And here comes Larry.
But Larry pulled him off. Now, there was a nice gesture. Larry pulled him off. So I guess Larry's not that anti-Dennis after all. Maybe these three guys can get along and have some future six-man tags. Larry's leaving the ring, and Corvus is having a few words and then saying some stuff to Dennis there.
Gotta wonder what's going through Larry Blackwell's head. But right now, AC is in the back with APW Commissioner J.J. Perez.
All right, fans, I'm standing here with your All-Pro Wrestling Commissioner, J.J. Perez, who has a special announcement just for you at home.
I do, and AC, thank you for having me on. As All-Pro Wrestling fans have seen, I mean, Mr. Wrestling 4 and Timothy Thatcher, they've been tearing the house down. That is technical, pure wrestling, and that's what All-Pro Wrestling is about. And Mr. Wrestling has been taking Timothy Thatcher to the limit each and every match. I mean, it has been incredible, and I do have something planned.
So, we noticed the British Rules match last time. Do you have any stipulation and plans for this match?
Well, the British Rules match, Timothy Thatcher kind of threw a curveball, and he wanted to see that match happen. And I know Mr. Wrestling was chomping at the bit. He doesn't back down to any challenge. And as we all saw, I mean, Mr. Wrestling 4, he knew what he was doing. And Mr. Wrestling 4, you're going to have to take that to thought, because this final match, that's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be your final opportunity to win that APW Internet Championship. If you do not defeat Timothy Thatcher, this will be your last shot as long as he is the champion.
All right, fans, next week we'll find out it's do or die for Mr. Wrestling number 4. I'm standing here with the only unpinned tag team in Northern California today.
That's undefeated tag team in Northern California, North America today. Late night, prime time.
All right, well, I'm standing here late night prime time, the only undefeated tag team. Now, they say that 2 weeks ago, you were off filming a movie, but the rumor is you were just afraid of the Reno Scum.
Whoa.
That's the rumor. That's the rumor.
You afraid of the Reno Scum?
Specifically Adam Thornstowe.
Oh, specifically Adam Thornstowe. I don't think you know what you're talking about. Let me tell you something. I'm not afraid of Adam Thornstowe. I'm not afraid of Adam Thornstowe super kicking me. Adam Thornstowe should be afraid of me super kicking him, because if that happens, we're still undefeated.
Let me tell you something, AC. I find it very funny that on allprowrestling.com it said that the Reno Scum was snowed in. Well, you know what? I find that really funny that they have to use metaphors to mask their emotions, that they have to use the weather to scapegoat their fears. You see, I'll agree on one thing. Reno Scum, I'm a little snowed in that my wife might find out my girlfriend's pregnant. I'm a little snowed in that I put too much money on the Colts to win the Super Bowl. But the fact of the matter is, boys, you should be a little snowed in about getting in the ring with late night primetime once again. Tell them, Mac.
Well, you know, it's the same old song and dance, AC. You see, tonight on the main event of All Pro Wrestling, you're going to see Late Night Primetime destroy the Reno Scum and remain the only undefeated tag team in the United States today. 2 years and counting.
All right, fans, we'll find out in the main event.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm not done. Reno Scum, we're going to end it for you once and for all tonight.
Please believe.
All right, we'll see if Late Night Primetime can end the Reno Scum in All Pro Wrestling. But first, let's cut to a pre-recorded segment The Reno Scum talking about their surprise they have in store for you. Specifically, you, Marcus Mack.
Surprise? What do you mean surprise?
What are you talking about pre-recorded?
Mac, we got something to deal with
We
today.
gotta get out of here. We need to take these guys out.
For months and months, the hatred's been building. The anger has been building. It's just about there. Just about to pop right over the edge. See, tonight, it finally happens! We finally get a hold of you two, and I'm gonna unleash all the anger, all the hatred. You have to wipe the blood from your eyes before you crawl across our killing floor and surrender to us. You see, boys, last month, a little weather kept us away from the APW garage. That just helped the anger build. But finally now, in the main event, in the showcase of APW TV, the Reno Scum, Buster the Legend, and Adam Thornstow, and late night prime time, and Marcus Mack. Well, boys, like he said, that hatred's been building. That anger's reached the boiling point. And tonight, we're going to unleash it on you. We're going to make you bleed. We're going to make you beg for your lives. If I bring out my switchblade, I don't care if I stick it in your kidney, MPT. But the thing I want to do more than anything is put the heel of my boot right through your face. And Mac, Mac, if you want to run around at ringside like a little girl, well, the Reno Scum has a little surprise for you. So why don't we bring her on out here? That's right.
Marcus Mack, you're gonna stand in your corner and you're gonna talk your trash, but I'm just here to tell you, you better keep your hands behind your back, because as soon as you make a wrong move, I'm gonna rip your eyes out of your skull and eat your brain. All right?
You're gonna find out the hard way for two guys who were born to lose. We're pretty hard to beat.
Coming up after the break, Out of Control Matt Carlos takes on the boss, Derek Sanders.
What a match that's going to be. A main event anywhere in the country, but right here on television on KFTY Channel 50.
Jason Anderson, Noel Alexander back here at Jim Ward's while Derek the Boss Sanders makes his way to the ring to take on Out of Control Matt Carlos.
And you can just see that the boss, Derek Sanders, is just totally in love with his body.
Nobody has the ego the size of Derek Sanders in APW.
Well, he's the boss. That's right. He is the boss. But I'm going to tell you something, Jason. He's got his work cut out in this match. Because Matt Carlos is a rookie, so he's got a couple years experience on that. But Matt flies around that ring, and Matt is very, very out of control.
The one advantage that Derek might have is that strength and power to keep Carlos down on the mat.
This is going to be a great match. Now, what is this going to do to the careers of Matt Carlos and Derek Sanders? How much significance does this match really have? Does it give them a shot at any one of the two major titles here in the All-Pro Wrestling?
Well, Roland, as you know, Sanders a former internet champion, and Carlos one of the young up-and-comers, one of those young lions, so to speak. And you got to wonder how many victories this kid is away from getting a title shot.
The one advantage he will have, he may not have the advantage in experience, but the one advantage he'll have is the sixth man. And in, in the NBA, we all know what the sixth man is, but in professional wrestling, the sixth man is this packed APW line.
And this packed house loves Matt Carlos. Listen to the reaction that Carlos is getting from this crowd.
He's even out of control and he's making his ring entrance. This kid's amazing.